I was a major of the Territorial Army, and I'm supported here today by Clive Linton, who is an ex-Royal and is the admin officer for Heroes Welcome UK. I'm the national coordinator. I did serve in Afghanistan, and Clive also served abroad and has done many operational tours, so we see it from both points of view. I'm no longer a serving soldier, I'm now a businessman, I work in Scarborough, I run restaurants on the seafront, so we deal very much in the day-to-day public, and we see an awful lot of soldiers coming through Scarborough. It is a great pleasure for me and Clive to come over to Bassetlaw today to be with you for the launch of what I think is now our 60th Heroes Welcome scheme across the United Kingdom. Last week, North Yorkshire County Council adopted the scheme, which was a big step for us as an organisation. Although I have to say the launch was not as impressive as it is here today. It is often the district councils that, I wouldn't say make more effort, but because of the network of the community, it's a very impressive thing to see. So I thank you all very much for coming along and supporting our very brave young servicemen, both from the Army, Navy and Air Force and the Royal Marines. The Heroes Welcome scheme started in Scarborough almost by accident some 4 years ago, about exactly 4 years ago actually, when there were some poor press reports. I think Peterborough had asked that uniform wasn't to be worn in the city, and one of my colleagues from 16th Assault Brigade, I was an airborne soldier, was sent away from a hotel and working. Perhaps by accident, I think it was a misunderstanding, but nonetheless it came into the press, and I think people thought, this isn't right, you know. These young men and women have to be recognised by the community and understood what they do for us. They risk their treasure, their blood for us. Yes, they're well paid, yes, they're professionals, they're not charity cases, but perhaps we as a community should start to reflect about how we can gently show a gesture of thanks to them when they come back from their operational tours in a way that is meaningful and appropriate to them as professionals. So we decided in Scarborough that we would put up some Heroes Welcome posters to welcome those servicemen and their families who come over from Catterick to Scarborough, to just reassure them that we hadn't forgotten them, and they would be very welcome to come in uniform, any guise they wanted to, along Scarborough Seafront and eat and enjoy a good Yorkshire welcome. It picked up, a lot of businesses adopted the scheme, and Mayor came to see me and said, John, you know, this is a great thing, can we adopt it as a town practice, which we did. And that's probably where it would have stayed. As a local Scarborough thing that we were quite happy to do, we had some rock made, we had stickers put into the windows, the local newspaper got on board, and it became very much a Scarborough warm welcome for the armed forces. A year later, I was invited to talk about my experiences to the National Association of Civic Officers, who had their national conference at Scarborough that year. And I gave my presentation with an MOD team, actually. And afterwards, a number of people came up to me, particularly the civic officer for West Norfolk, Jill Stutchery. And she said, John, you know, West Norfolk wants to be a part of this. I said, well, there isn't a part of anything. We don't have anything to be a part of, but we'll think about it, and I'll get together with you, and we can have a chat. And from that, we then decided to launch a website, a national website. And West Norfolk were, in fact, the very first community to come on board with us. And they launched into this back in 2009. And it literally has just grown slowly but surely, from the ground up, very simply, from that point. On the 11th of November, I was honoured to be invited down by Hampshire County Council to a launch in Winchester. Privileged to be here, as I mentioned. So it's very much grown from the ground up. Hampshire coming on board on the 11th of November was a massive stepping stone because it brought on board a county which is probably the heart of the British military community. It's got Portsmouth, it's got Aldershot, it's got RF Odeon, and with the launch there, it really gave us some severe credibility. And North Yorkshire joining, which is the other major military county, basically we're now covering 75% of the majority of the armed forces stationed here in the UK. Bassetlaw, you have Welbeck College, very important, and they will very much benefit from the community being able to show that gentle gesture of support. And that's what this is. It is not a discount scheme, and we are certainly not a charity. What we do is encourage military charities in the areas where Heroes Welcome operates. So please, work hard and support the work of the armed forces through whatever you do, combat stress, help the heroes. We've had a chat with them. In fact, we did a dinner, Clive and I, a team over in Scarborough, called The Night Before the Colours. We raised £20,000 just before Christmas, and that went to Royal British Legion, Yorkshire Regiment, and other various charities that we support. And we do that every 2 years, and we've raised an awful lot of money for military charities. And I think it brings it home to you last week. There was a tragedy for my regiment, my ex-Yorkshire Regiment. We lost 5 soldiers just last week, and one from the Duke of Lancashire Regiment. And that just brings home to you that these young men and women are putting themselves into danger. Yes, they sign a contract, yes, they're volunteers, And yes, they expect some risk, but unfortunately, death is part of the contract. That is unusual. There is no other job you can go and sign up to, but you know there is a possibility that you are actually guaranteed to lay your life down for your country. The military it means a great deal to these young men. It's a junior rank scheme. It's for the junior ranks, not for the officers like you and I, but it's for the guys down the ground who really don't get thanks. It's very hard to go and hug a soldier. If you see a soldier in uniform, it's probably won't even see. You don't even make eye contact. You sort of nod at him and walk by because it's all a bit, hello. But this is our way of quietly reflecting an agenda of facts. So thank you all very much indeed on behalf of us all for coming along and supporting what is a gesture. It's a sticker and a smile. To come and get a sticker, they can put it onto their websites as long as they promise an open smile and a warm welcome to our armed